Hi Scorpio, this is your reading for October. This is going to be between you and a noun. Just know that whatever resonates, and whatever doesn't, let it go. I hope you've had an amazing October so far. Before we get started, as always, my readings are guided, protected by love, truth, healing, and peace. So it is. So first card is going to be Scorpio. Ooh, we got two coming out. We got the Chariot and the Nine of Swords. You feel like this is two conversations I'm getting here. Two scenarios. So two groups of Scorpio. One group of Scorpios can't sleep, going through a lot of anxiety, stress, for reasons that I will get into. And the second group of Scorpios went through a phase of that very same thing of not being able to sleep and stress and anxiety, but finally getting out of that for reasons that I will get into. So, for the ones that are currently going through a lot of anxiety, stress, can't sleep at night, staying up every night, mind going 1,000,000 miles per hour, because you think you made the wrong decision, because you think you could have done something better, because you think you aren't doing enough, because you think you are, these same reasons go for the people who are getting out of this, right? I'll get into why the people who are getting out of this, but for the people who are still stuck in this, you're still stuck in this because you're still feeding this conversation of, you know what, I should have moved this way, I should have done this way, right? Even though you have so many reasons and you have people around you confirming this, so many reasons why you should be proud of yourself. For the people who are finally getting out of this, you're realizing that, you know what? Life is a huge lesson, and all we can do is learn. All we can do is move forward. And it's not about looking at the battles we lost, but it's looking at the lessons we've gained within the battles that we've lost. And that is a win in itself. The lesson is a win in itself. And that helps you sleep better at night. Yeah, maybe you could have won that battle if you did things differently, if you moved it differently, right? And it makes you nostalgic. Like, man, if only... It's almost like you're daydreaming of being at that time again. And that battle's a metaphor. It doesn't have to be that dramatic. It can be as like a old past relationship, a past job, a past situation with family or whatever that you wish you could have moved differently in. And now, somehow, you are gaining the courage to start a new... It's like you're being rejuvenated. You're feeling alive again. Because of something or someone that's coming back into your life, or because you are choosing to have the courage to go after something one more time, to go go after something a second round again, right? Either way, either something's coming into your life or you're going after something, it's giving you the healing, the deep healing, the duality and balance that you need. And it's ironic because you might feel that starting this new beginning for yourself is going to get rid of the past memories, but if anything, it's just going to feed them even more. Because isn't that how it is? You have you go through a very long period of time where you're just very sad and you're constantly comparing the pain that you are going through in that phase, right? In that phase, you're going through a lot of pain and you're constantly comparing that pain to a time in the past to where you didn't have that pain, or maybe you had that pain not as bad, and you are just constantly not in the present moment, right? Constantly taking yourself to comparing yourself, removing yourself from the present moment to compare yourself to a time where you wish you could have time could have been different. And then now that a new beginning is here, now that you have a second chance at life again, what feels like, it makes you look back again. And it's like, that's normal, Scorpio. Especially being a Scorpio. That's normal. Okay? Don't beat up yourself for it. One day at a time, one breath at a time. Damn. A day is too much. One breath at a time, babe. It's about the lessons, remember? It's about the lessons in the moment. Because if you don't focus on the lessons, if you don't focus on why things happen the way they happened, rather than focusing on things the way they happened instead of why, it's just the way they happened. Look at how they happened. How? Instead of focusing on how they happened rather than why, then you're going to find yourself constantly thinking you need to defend yourself, protect yourself, compete in a competition that no one's trying to be in. You're going to end up hurting people. So once again with me, say it with me. When we look back at the battles, when we look back at the moments where we wish we can go back and change, but we can't. Instead of looking at how they happened, focus on why they happened. Marinate in that. You are allowed to marinate. I mean, you've been marinating on that for a long time, so why not marinate it on some more, but in a whole different perspective? Right? Because this whole new beginning for yourself can be very good for yourself, is very good for yourself. You might have a Cancer in your life. You might have Cancer in your chart. Doesn't have to. But yeah, I don't know why I got that, but it doesn't matter. There's something or someone coming into your life, and it's making you feel like you have a whole new chance at life again, at happiness again, at deep healing again. And it's making you face the struggle of feeding the monster of nostalgia, right? And nostalgia can be healthy, but the way that we've been feeding it here, of constantly looking at how, look at how, but look at how, whether it's my fault, whether it's their fault, whatever happened in the past, how, look at how things happened, and marinating in that for a long time can, like I said, cause harm to those around you now that you have this second chance at life. The universe is saying, let's focus on why all that happened, while taking everything one breath at a time in the very present moment, right? Why is the Judgment card here? We got Justice. You might also be dealing with a Libra, or you might have Libra in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but you might, some of you guys might have gotten a divorce recently, or a divorce finally settled, what feels like it's been taking forever. Some of you guys might feel like justice wasn't served in a way, but it finally, the dust with all that finally settled, and some new beginning or new opportunity is presenting itself now, and you know it, and you recognize it, and you're happy for it, and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is healing you, which is good. But once again, all of this means nothing if you don't alchemize the lessons, right? I love you, Scorpio. I'm not judging you, Scorpio. This is all very deep stuff. And I'm your sister sign. I have a lot of Cancer in my chart, so I feel you as a water sign. I feel you. One more card here to close this specific reading before we jump into tarot, the oracle cards. We got the Six of Pentacles. You know, I was just telling this to Cancer. We might be afraid to give. When I say give, I mean our time, our resources, our energy, because we think it's just gonna bring lack. It's like, why would I go buy this candle when I could save? If I buy this candle, I'm gonna spend $13 on this candle. I'm gonna be short $13. That is the state of seeing it as lack. Another example, why would I talk to that person even though I want to talk to that person, when it's just going to, I'm just going to waste my time. They're just going to take advantage of me. I'm not going to get anything in return. Why would I take that job if it's not going to pay me enough, as much as I know I want right now? Or, you know what I mean? Like, constantly looking things at lack, in a lack mode. If it's calling you and you're only feeding that, if something is calling you, whether the candle, for example, is calling you, well, but I want the candle. The candle smells good. The flame flame, fire is an element that is very powerful to have in my home. I have $13. I have money to spend. I really want to talk to that person, but I really want to talk to that person. But I really like what that person has to say to me. But I really want to do that job, but that job really is my passion. You know, then it's not lack. If the pros outweigh the con of lack, then it's not lack. You're actually winning. You're actually attracting more, because that's the law. The universe is saying, don't be afraid to give right now. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to give to yourself and to give to others. Because it's actually going to bring balance in your life. It's actually going to bring you more opportunities, more money, more abundance. Okay? So this is the time to give. This is the time to give. And not just give like crazy, not just spend like crazy, right? But give and spend where your heart is calling you to give and spend. Your time, energy, money, right? Let's get a dark mirror card here, oracle card for Scorpio, to see their shadow. We all have a shadow. What shadow is clinging onto them now more than ever, even though we talked about it earlier here with looking at the past, constantly looking at the past, right? But what's one good card here to help us pinpoint what dark shadow is being fed a little bit too much this month in order to shed awareness on it, right? Scorpio, Queen of my world. You know, your sister sign Pisces just got this. And it's giving me the same vibe. And I got Bride in a Cage. Wow. And wasn't I just talking about like divorce just now? There are no coincidences. For my masculines that have a feminine in their life that they either divorced or are in the process of divorcing, this person, you're supposed to divorce. This person is very toxic, not very healthy for you. This person is the one who really fed the belief system of lack, the belief system of the monster of nostalgia in a toxic way. This person thinks that they own you. This person thinks that they, even though I'm getting that this person also doesn't realize or does realize at the moment they are not with you, they're a lot happier, but they don't want to let you go. It's very possessive, very narcissistic, like wanting you in their life for selfish reasons, not for any love reasons at all. That's for my masculines. For my feminines, this shadow is this idea that you've built up in your head of what you should look like, and it's constantly telling you, well, if you did this, then you would really be a true queen by now. If you did this in the past, you would be, you know, treated like a queen by now. Even though what I'm seeing here, you know you're a queen because you have something beautiful coming in here that is bringing justice in your life. And the more you give, the more you realize that you are a queen. And you think your shadow is also telling you that if you are not married, or if you are not in a relationship, or if a person doesn't treat you like a queen, then you are not worthy. Making you feel very caged in this like idea, this bubble, right? That's for my feminines. Let's get a oracle card here for my Scorpios to help us heal the shadow in a very healthy, positive way. A oracle card here for Scorpio, please. Thank you. I got 2. She of the Lotus and Full Spectrum. Full Spectrum is calling me more than anything because of all of the chakras and talking about the full spectrum of the chakras. And then I like how it has skulls on the bottom representing the past, what's done, death, and being grounded enough to accept that and having it alchemized through all of your chakra systems into the astral world. And death in tarot is ruled by you, Scorpio. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and it is, death is in there. All the taboo is in there. It is uncomfortable to see what is done. But what's even more uncomfortable is when we cannot stop replaying what's done, but in a very unhealthy, just dissecting it in a way that is so obsessively inaccurate at the end of the day. Because yes, something's done, but if we are dissecting it in a way that is obsessive and criticizing yourself as you're looking at it, like everything that we talked about before, that can be worse than death, because it's like you're reliving it over and over and over in a way that is constantly killing you over and over and over again in an unhealthy way. Because remember, we're looking at how it happened rather than why. In order to get rid, for whatever gender, in order to get rid of this toxic feminine energy, whether it's without you or within you, you have to accept that you have to let it go, and that it happened for a reason. Only you know the reason. And quite honestly, the reason is to find yourself again, to find a new partner again, for those that like I said, are going through a divorce or have divorced. Is to find that new person again. I feel like some of you guys already have found that new person now, and now it's just a matter of like not thinking everything is a competition or a defensive game, like having to one up everyone, your new partner all the time, like having to show them that you can defend yourself very quick, like being witty in a very aggressive way, cold way. Like, don't be afraid to give yourself permission to say, to share, to buy, to eat, to do anything that requires money, time, energy, words, in order to make your heart feel good, in order to make you feel like like you are connected with the astral world and the matrix in a... Go watch the Cancer reading. The Cancer is the mother of the zodiac wheel, okay? And I think, I don't know, something's telling me like for you to go watch that. I know you might not have it in your chart, Scorpio, but Cancer and Pisces are your sister signs, and you're bonded like sisters. You're bonded because you're all water signs, and you are all going through similar emotions but in different circumstances. And I feel like Cancer can really help. Cancer's message can really help you right now. So when it comes up to the healing aspect of your situation, Cancer's video can go into more depth with all of that, okay? Other than that, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you because you're learning, and that is what we're here to do. That's all we're here to do, is to learn. Some people just want to be stuck and not learn, stuck and be stuck on the mistakes. But how will we learn if we don't make mistakes, right? And you know that more than anyone. I love you. I will talk to you guys again soon. Please like, comment, subscribe to support my channel. It'll mean a lot. I'll talk to you guys soon.